What up, people? Welcome to the Joe McFo Show. Sorry about all the tech issues. I've been trying to stream on TikTok and YouTube at the same time, and it seems like it doesn't like when I stream on TikTok. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna keep the YouTube going, and then I'm going to pull out my phone and just stream on TikTok at the same time. So hopefully you guys don't mind as I set up, because I didn't think of this solution until the countdown had already started. So yeah, you guys hopefully won't mind. I'm just gonna plug this in here, but I hope everyone's doing well. Hopefully you guys are all having a wonderful day so far. Day's been going good. Our cats haven't disappeared. I have been creating some new cool stuff. I will show you guys later once we get a couple more people on the stream. I think it's gonna be pretty awesome to see. And yeah, what else? Yeah, so far I've just been working on comic stuff and making it work. So yeah, all right, I'm looking at my settings here. Yeah, it said, okay, so it looks like Streamlabs was saying that who I've been streaming with, my frames drop was 85%. I mean, it says I do prefer watching on YouTube. Yeah, you know, it's not even that I don't want to stream on YouTube anymore. That's obviously my primary place where I want to get people to. But the challenge is growing an audience during doing live streaming is really challenging. And so I was like, you know what? Maybe I can find a way to do both. You know. And it seems like it's just a little bit more challenging than I would like, and I'm not sure why. So I'm gonna have to do some behind the scenes tech stuff. I was hoping that it was just a storm that was causing the issues last time, but it seems like that's not the case necessarily. So that's okay though. We're going to get going anyway. As you can see, we're gonna be working on this page here, and later on in the stream, I promise I'm going to show you guys something really cool that I've been working on for Shadowboxers. It's Shadowboxers related, but it's just a new way I've been creating stuff, and it's very helpful for me personally. So I'm going to show you guys that, but let me get my TikTok stream started. So I'm just going to literally have it on my phone right here, and then I'm just going to stream like I normally do. So people who watch TikTok will not will not hear any of the cool music or any of the. Like I said, I didn't do this until after I kind of saw that this was going to have issues. But yeah, so I'm going to go live on TikTok from my phone. You guys can see it right here, and we're just going to do it like this. We're just gonna make it work. Oh wait, wrong panel. We're going to be working on some more Shadowboxer stuff. Working on some comics, and let me see. It's really bizarre kind of streaming this way, having my computer stream one thing and my TikTok doing a whole other thing. Wanted to connect them, but the computer just didn't want to cooperate, which is weird because it's not like my computer's old or anything. I have a lot of RAM and stuff, but you know, whatever. Can't get everything you want in life, right? We're just gonna have to move forward. But I did. It did get pretty far. The thing I have to fix now is the asymmetrical fold in the pants here. But I'm super excited about that. All right, so let's get to drawing this expression. This one I think is looking off on the right side of his face. I don't like the way his eye is tilting. So let's fix that here. Yeah, but you guys on YouTube, can you guys hear me okay? I just want to make sure that my mic isn't too far away, and I also want to make sure that you know, there's no major issues happening. You guys can hear the music just fine. You guys can see everything. You guys just let me know. Let me zoom in here. I forgot to announce that I was going live on TikTok. There's no one on right now. That's okay. Music sounds fine. Okay, good. All right, so YouTube is a go. YouTube is a go. All right, so we got that sketch, this sketch here. Yeah, sorry again for last week, guys. I really was trying to get the stream going, and um, it didn't even occur to me to just stream on TikTok from my phone and YouTube separately. We could have had a stream technically, and I did stream on TikTok at least, but it's not the same without you guys. I gotta be honest. You guys are the heart of my. I don't want to call y'all like fan club. Y'all the Joe McFo fam. So yeah. So we got Javen. He's putting stuff in his backpack, which is gonna be cropped off a little bit, but he's putting his spray cans in there. So that's what he's gonna be doing. Mallard says, "Oh, that Javen character design spin gave me a dopamine hit." Oh, that's awesome. I love that. That makes me feel really good. You guys, I'm gonna show you guys something. Maybe at like 7:30. I want to give it a few minutes, get some people in. I'm gonna show you guys this new technique I have learned to create backgrounds. And especially for someone like me who struggles with doing environments, you guys, I'm sure have noticed that most of what I do is characters. And unfortunately, you can't just have comics with only characters because it's just boring, especially with the type of world I want to create. And rather than just like struggle my way through it, I found a really, really great way to do it. So I'm really excited to show you guys the progress that I've been making on this. I've been actually working on this new thing. It's Shadowboxers related. So when I say new, it's not new as in like completely foreign, but it is a new thing in terms of my process, and yeah, it's gonna be great. It's gonna be great. You guys are gonna be blown away. I don't say that lightly. All right. All right. Let's see. We have the hood. It's probably gonna be something like this. But yeah, I hope you guys are all having a wonderful day so far. My day's been pretty chill. I've mostly just been working on stuff, and it's one of the 17 really nice days here in Texas where you can actually sit outside. So my wife and I, we went outside on our patio and just did some work. We even brought the cats out. It looked so calm for most of the day. But yeah, so that was my afternoon, and just had some pizza. Some vegan pizza, which is amazing. Yeah. So yeah. And also, everyone who's watching on TikTok, welcome. I'm streaming in 2 places right now. I'm on YouTube and TikTok, but I couldn't do it from the same computer for some reason. So we're just doing a makeshift multi-stream. Makeshift multi-stream. Yeah, I like that. We'll have good alliteration there. But for those of you guys on TikTok, please invite your friends if you like what you're seeing. Like some of the videos. See if we can get some more people up in here. Let's see. His shirt is going to be, it's just above his collarbone. So we're going to do something like this. Collar is kind of black here. And then I have to think, how would his necklace kind of hang? I guess actually be hidden by the backpack, honestly. So that makes my life a little bit easier. And then let me hide some of the other characters. Wait, where's the Enzy? Remove Zalam for just a moment. We're still in the penciling phase of the comic, but yeah, I was really trying to work on this new aspect of things that took up most of my week. So yeah, going from now on, I'll show you guys what I've discovered lately The people I've shown it to are like, yo, what the heck is this? But I don't think there's anything wrong with tracing over a 3D model, because perspective is just, it's a chore, because it takes so long to put up all these perspective grids. And you know, I admire the people who can just do that in their head. I am not one of those people, at least not right now. So I think any way that I can kind of, I guess, cheat in a sense to make my process faster is worth it. Especially, you know, if I make it. It's not like I'm asking AI to do it for me. It's just a different way of working. But you know what? Since I've been talking about it, since we're on the subject, why don't I just show you guys what I'm talking about? So I'm gonna give me 1 second. I'm gonna pull the my iPad out, and I'm gonna set it up, and I will show you guys what I'm talking about here on the live stream. It is one of the coolest things ever. Oh, cool! We're seeing the chat up there. Why isn't it showing on the other screen? I'll have to fix that. But check this out. It is a 3D drawing app, and you get. I basically made the. So you basically. I'll do a quick sample of something. Let's say that, you know, let me create a new file just so I can kind of show you guys. So check this out. Let's say I wanted to make a building, right? Then I'm going to draw this grid right here, and it draws a 3D guide. And when you do the 3D guide, you draw on top and like that. All right, so we got that, and I'm gonna remove that guide, and then this is where it starts getting crazy. I'm gonna draw another guide vertical like this, and now you see another guide going like this. I'm gonna draw my lines this way. And now you can see I'm literally starting to draw this box. It is some months ago, but I didn't really take the time to learn it. And until recently, and so now I'm just using it for the comic, and it is a game changer, because now I'm able to create really cool stuff like this, you know. So and you can do like an orthographic view, like, let me see, you can do orthographic view like this, or you could do it in perspective. You can change the camera right here, and change the, not the aspect ratio, the camera lens. It is the coolest thing. So I just did that to just explain how it works. But yeah, I basically made this little mock-up of this environment for the first couple pages of the comic. And so I'll show you guys this sequence I put together. What I did was I mapped it out to basically have the panels match, or these shots match the panels, so I don't have to worry about perspective anymore. So this is one shot of the comic, this is one shot of the comic, that's gonna be one, there's gonna be a character there, there's one. I was able to create this like tram, and I'll show you guys what the let me put the iPad away, you guys kind of get the idea. Let's see. Sorry, I was checking the comments somewhere. So yeah, if we go here to, I know you guys on TikTok are having a hard time seeing it. I'm sorry. Give me a second. So like some of these shots right here on these first couple pages is exactly what you saw me put together. And this one here, this was really challenging for me to do, because I basically had to fake the perspective in a way. It was really awesome. So yeah, I personally recommend doing something like this if you're struggling with backgrounds, using the app called Feather. Really worth it. It's a one-time purchase of $15. No, this is not sponsored. But I think that it is going to be a game changer, especially for people who are doing stuff like comics, or doing animation or whatever. So yeah, that's why I wanted to show y'all. That's why I was super excited about this week. I was like, oh my gosh, this is the coolest thing ever. Oh, and let me see about this chat multi-stream. Can I add that in here? Hold on. I need to figure out how to get this multi-stream on here. Okay. I don't know why it's I'm trying to get the chat to show up on here, but it's just being weird, I guess. Mallard says, wow, is it just for iPads? Dang, I checked it is. Yeah, it's only for iPads, unfortunately. It's only for iPads, but it is so worth it, man. It is so worth it. If you are able to get an iPad, I would highly recommend it. It's so weird that when I switch the iPad, the chat works. I don't know why that's happening. I'll have to do some more research on the issues I'm having with my stream. But at least it's running this time. Thankfully, it's at least running. There we go. So in this shot, I gotta have him hold the can of spray paint right here. Something like this. That'll work. Yep, I think that works. And then let me just erase some of the things they're gonna be blocked here. Yeah, but Ballard, if you're curious, Grease Pencil for Blender is an equivalent to what I just showed you. It's, Blender is a free open source software, so you can get that for anything. The reason I haven't, every time I get into the UI or get into the program, I forget how it works, and I'd rather just do something that doesn't have as much of a learning curve. Like this app, Feather, it just took me like 2 days to learn how to use it. And there's, obviously there's more things I can learn from it. And I'm sure that if I just stuck with Blender for 2 days, I'd probably learn a lot too. But I don't know, I feel like with Blender, I would spend so much time looking up tutorials that I wouldn't actually learn as much. So there we go. Getting the folds in the sleeves here. Make sure I save. Yo, I almost deleted this entire comic by accident earlier. I almost did. I was trying to figure out the cloud storage on Clip Studio, because for some reason it's just not working for me. I don't know why. It starts loading and then midway through it says nope, we can't do it. So that's been really annoying. But I made a mistake, and I thought that the file was on the cloud that I was deleting, but it was actually from my device. And so I tried to open up the file. It was like, we can't do it. And I was like, oh shoot. So yeah, thankfully I was able to fix it. Got this here. Fingerless gloves on here. He's got a little stripe on his glove. I'm trying not to create a tangent with the spray can behind it, but I don't know if I can get around that, honestly. So I might have to cheat it a little bit. Might just have to make this line like a little thicker, or maybe you can curve it or something. Question on TikTok: how did you learn anatomy? So I did a lot of figure drawing. I have been figure drawing for at least 15, 16 years by now. I did it at my school. I've also been to a lot of workshops around cities where you can take. I also did a project that was called the 2500 challenge, and it's where you do 1,000 heads, 500 arms, 500 legs, 250 hands, and 250 feet on one calendar year. And so by doing that, you learn so much. You know, obviously you're working from reference, and you're just studying anatomy. Now the other thing, I'm also a character designer, so that also, I won't say gives me an advantage, but that was my particular aim as an artist, was to learn how to do character design. And so I kind of gravitated towards that naturally. But yeah, I would also recommend looking at books like Stephen Rogers' Peck Atlas of the Human Anatomy, any sort like that. They were my teachers. I also went to art school. I went to RISD and I went to the Academy of Art for grad school, and got a lot of training there. So yeah, that kind of gives me an advantage. But school, unless you can afford it, especially with the way the industry is right now, I would just kind of watch YouTube tutorials and take classes. It's just, and the only reason I'm saying that, I'm not even questioning it, is just because of the cost. Sometimes people go into debt, like myself, to pay for college, and you know, things. It takes a while to pay that off. I still got my loans to pay. So yeah, probably. But I guess it depends on what you're trying to do. You could also, hire someone, but having more skills is great. I guess for me, I just wanted a simple way to do 3D, and that's why I showed Feather, because it's just so much easier than just, learning Blender. And I also like that's on the iPad. Like, I can move around. I could do it at a coffee shop or outside. Like, earlier, my wife and I were just sitting outside, and I was just we were just drawing. It was nice. My background, or whatever, maybe not too much about my background, but if you guys are curious about anything art related, I'm open to answering. Yeah, okay, this is starting to look pretty good now. I think maybe this hand is a little on the small side, so we're going to just increase that a bit. Mars is on. How's everyone? Just got back from ROM cooking. What is ROM cooking? That sounds like a work on the comic. Sorry for the issues with the stream earlier, Amaris. I was trying to multi-stream on my computer of TikTok and YouTube at the same time, and it messed up again. So yeah, I just resolved that by streaming on my phone. You can actually see it in the camera. YouTube. I'm trying to build a comic world over here. So this will probably be like a strap for the backpack. And then we're gonna have to not a huge fan of like crazy big spot blacks, but I think more to this. Those of you guys on YouTube, you can see on the left side, I actually pre-designed the backpacks a while ago. So this one is Javen's here. So just putting stuff in it. And I think this will actually cover the characters in this page. Let me see what happens when I remove that. Oh yeah, not too bad, not too bad. I think this hand is probably a little on the small side now. So let's adjust here. He's got fingerless gloves on both hands, so let's make sure we draw that here. By the way, for those of you guys on TikTok, I'm also streaming on YouTube on the channel The Joe McFo Show. And I stream every Thursday and Sunday, 7 p.m. Central Time. So, yeah, if you want to see more, that's where you can go. Alright. Feels like this is a little too clean. Let me fix the hoodie here. I'm trying to think where the slack would be in this situation. I feel like the slack will be on this side and be more tight over here, so maybe I need to fix this. Trying to have some sharper shapes too, because that kind of goes with my design aesthetic, my design vocabulary. Trying to make it a little bit more edgy, a little sharper here. Alright. I know that there's a faster way to do this, but I'm just going to do a quick fill. What the? Oh, maybe I should choose a different color. Maybe that'll make it clear. There we go. As I'm looking at this, I feel like this is probably a little too form-fitting, so let me actually extend that down. Alright. Let me see. I need to... Made dirty rice dish for dinners. Oh, nice. That sounds good. Trying to figure out this multi-stream chat. Don't know why it's not working. So I'm checking comments here on the other platform. Yeah, let's make that more like this. All right. There we go. It's looking good now. I'm gonna add let's see, can I do the same thing over here for the other characters? I'm gonna use like a grayish blue for these guys. Just gonna fill these guys in just real quick. I'm gonna try not to obsess over it. Oop, wrong layer. Wrong layer. I think I have to change those shoes. The angle is a little off on there. because I'm gonna do a whole inking process of this, so I'm not here to obsess over how I do this. Almost done here. Arm and shoulders out a little bit more, just to create a little bit more negative space here. Let me see. Might even be able to. Always wanted to try a manga panel, but always too lazy to finish. Yeah, you know what? I am learning. I think the first thing to do is figure out why you're unable to finish. Is it just laziness? Is it discouragement? Because those are two different things entirely. You know, being discouraged can just different life circumstances, and that's real. You know, but if it's pure laziness, then yeah, you just got to get up and do it. Fix this. It's good to kind of figure out your why. Like, why are you building a project out? Because a manga or a comic, it's just going to take a long time. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. So yeah. I think this is looking good, but now I'm starting to think that maybe the shoulder could be wider. Let's see. I think it's actually okay. Bet this is gonna look fire. Oh, I appreciate that. I appreciate that. This project that I'm working on more concerning it. Bam. So shadow-boxers.com. That's the website where I'll be uploading the comic. I have a merch store. I have some art up there for this, in case you are interested. I think the link should be in my my link tree as well. So yeah, actually, you know what? This might be a good time to even bring up the website, because I like to do that every stream. And for those who are unfamiliar. But yeah, so this is going to be, we got Shadow Boxers, The Path of Light. Let me close this pop-up. Come on. There we go. So yeah, you can see stuff about the story. You can see the other characters here. We have a concept art gallery, and we have a fan art gallery as well. Well, not just a fan art gallery, but my personal gallery of art too. Kathy says it's looking really good. Well, thank you, Kathy. I appreciate that. So yeah, I don't know why it's loading so slow today. That probably has something to do with why there's more images that load. Oh, there we go. Yeah. So here's some more stuff for it. And if you want to check it out, feel free. With a bunch of cool other stuff. So yeah, appreciate the support, y'all. And I'm glad you guys think that this is looking good. That warms my heart. I still feel like Javen's expression is like a little too ambiguous right now. I think I might go back in later and address that, because I don't know, he looks like he needs to be a little bit more concerned. Maybe, I don't know. I'll have to figure it out later on. All right. I'm gonna move to this panel because this one has changed a little bit. Originally, it was going to look like this here, where Javen is getting a backpack thrown to him by another character. This character in particular, Inzi. But I felt like it was too flat, so I literally just changed it to be something like this. So now Inzi is tossing the backpack to Javen, and yeah. So we're gonna work on this. We're gonna start our ugly sketch. Get some water in me. I'm not sure what the best placement of this backpack ought to be for someone who's going to be catching it. I don't know if it should be in midair or if it should just be in his hand and maybe just that. I think that should be fine. Whitey Boy says, keep going, keep growing. I appreciate that. I like that. All right, let's see. Let's see here. Solution. But you know what? I think I do need to do. I think do something like that. Yeah. There we go. I don't care what the 3D model says. I'm just gonna do it this way because I feel like it. All right. And then, if I remember correctly, I wanted him to be kind of like that kind of face here. It's gonna work. What I want to do is I want to change. I think I'm gonna change the angle slightly. I'm gonna give it a slight Dutch angle, but I'm gonna wait till later to do that. Yuritsa's asking, do you ever have trouble or struggle with the anatomy or background? Oh man, okay, so you missed it, but I'll bring it up again. So I do struggle with backgrounds all the time, and I have recently found something that I think would really help. So I'm gonna switch to my iPad for took the first couple of panels from my comic and location just like this. It's basically a 3D model. It's very crude. Obviously there's parts that are unfinished, like this doesn't have, and what I've even done is I've kind of planned out the shots, Clip Studio file, but there's some perspective bits that are not quite clear. So I have this to help out, and it's basically a 3D drawing app. So I was showing earlier on the stream how you can basically draw a 3-dimensional. This one's really cool. I was an architect just yesterday, and he was like, "Oh my gosh, I could use this for work." So like this is something someone made where you could just go in. They have the orange color, or not figure out. Really, what makes it so challenging for me is just sometimes I second guess myself and I can't quite figure out what I want to do. So yeah, I use this. Yuritsa says, "Oh wow, definitely will try it out sometime." Yeah, it's really good if you have an iPad. It's not meant to have pretty drawings. Like none of these are works of art that I would necessarily frame or anything like that. But for the purposes of what I'm trying to do, this makes it super easy. Here, I'll show you guys another example of one. This comes with the app when you buy it. You can just zoom in and you can go see all these other buildings over here. They have, I don't even know what some of this stuff is. They got some people down here. They have these little huts and pathways and all that stuff. Now, just imagine if you are working on a comic or any long form project and you just need like a crude 3D model of it. This is super helpful. And I especially think it's going to be helpful for me when I have scenes and environments that are going to take up a bulk of the look. Like rather just build this, take screenshots. Like imagine if it's like a 10-page sequence in the same location, and instead of like having to replan and rethink all this stuff, it might just be easier to build this and make it work. So Yeah, that is the Feather app. You build the comic over here. And as far as I know, I don't know what the equivalent would be on a Windows tablet, but yeah. All right, so I'm going to draw this character. Unfortunately, I've never actually done like a model sheet of this character Inzi in the back view, so I'm just gonna take a guess. I'm just gonna take a guess. And see what we can come up with. So let's first change my color to blue. Let's see if I can. I'm gonna try and keep him here for y'all on TikTok so you guys can see. Yeah, there we go. That'll work. That'll work for y'all. Make it a little bigger. Actually, yeah, you guys should be able to see that. So I'm gonna start off with a better pencil than that. Let's lower the opacity here. And now Enzi doesn't have super strong bone structure yet because he's like 14. Yeah, I think I made him 14 canonically. So not going to have crazy bone structure. We're going to draw some of his face. Now, one thing I can't remember if I designed his goggles to be wrapped fully around his head or if it ends at his ear. I don't actually remember. This is probably why having a character sheet of everybody is helpful. I have it for the important characters. I have for the main ones. Is this a superhero? This character that I'm drawing now? Not really. No, he is just a friend of my main character. Technically, in this project, how do I put this? There aren't superheroes, but there are people with abilities and powers. So in this world, people are able to manipulate light, and each color does something different. And very few people are able to use every color of light. So this character in particular does not have any abilities. Yeah, he's just kind of the friend of my main character. You guys on YouTube are quiet today. You guys good? Are you alright? Are you still there? It's because my cats haven't shown up yet, huh? That's why you guys are waiting for the cats. One of them's actually in this room, but she's sleeping. Kathy says meow. Thank you. Alright, let me just check something on my computer right quick. Just want to check and see how some things are looking on here. Amar says, watching my dog with zoomies, it's like watching a tennis match. Oh man, zoomies is, yeah, that just because I was referring to the cats, that's all. Let me continue on, because you guys came here to watch the stream and watch me draw stuff, so that is what we will do. I think I can probably trash can twice and it's still going. What kind of dog do you have? I'm curious. For those who are confused as to what comments I'm responding to, I am streaming on both TikTok and YouTube at the same time, but there is no multi-chat, so Yeah. Um, Eureka says, have a calico cat. Her name is Nala. And another British gray male cat. His name is Fish. Oh, that's got to be confusing for him. You named a cat Fish. Okay. That's hilarious. I always think pet names are very funny. I like when they're named things like Mango or, ice cream or Bubbles or something like that. Like, I don't think I've ever met a dog or any animal for that matter that's just named Paul, or a regular human name. That's part of the fun in it, right? Preston says, I watched all the Sonic movies. They were really good. I still have to watch them. I have not seen them yet, but I'm glad that you liked it. Mars says he's a lab mix, half lab, half golden retriever. Oh, that sounds like a cute dog. I bet he's very friendly. Alright, the shoulder's definitely a little too low. Mars says he is. Yeah, it has to be. There's no other way. There's no other way around it. It would be maybe something like this. Yeah, there we go. And then he's tossing the backpack. Mallet says, I hope in the future that Shopboxers will have a clothing line. That would be sick, man. I would love to do something like that. I try to make... Yeah, I personally want Javen's shoes. I think his shoes are really fun. Anyone who's on TikTok or YouTube and who's watching this and you have connects to... We do have some apparel on the site. So if you go to the Showboxer site, you can get a shirt. I think we have beanies. I know we had socks in there at one point, but I think we took those down. And we have hoodies. So we have that. Unfortunately, they don't glow as far as I'm aware. but yeah, Kathy says the merch potential is crazy. Yes, it is. Mars says fiance has a lab and German Shepherd mixed puppy he adopted yesterday. Watching them both run around with zooming is funny. Oh, that's adorable. You guys got a little puppy now? That's awesome. Little animals are the best. They're just hilarious. Alright, let's move this over. Where is it? I looked behind. I felt behind my screen and everything, and I was like, "Oh wait, I'm streaming on it." Whoops. So yeah, that was goofy. Lightning is my dog, and Rex is the shepherd lab mix name. Oh, those are great names. Those are awesome names. I need to send a text out to someone real quick. I just had to send a text out. Yuri says crying with a cat named Fish. Oh, sorry, I missed some of these TikTok messages. How long are you live on tonight? I'll be going for about another hour or so. Yeah, I'm gonna end around 9ish. I try and do about 2 hours for each stream. I'm gonna have him kind of tilt his shoulders back a little bit. Kathili says, today we learned Lightning is Usain Bolt's daughter's middle name. Oh yeah, that's true. Her name is Olympia Lightning Bolt. And the post said something like, I hope he's training her. And then the person commented, yes. She's like, you better start running. Yeah, you can't waste a name like Olympia Lightning Bolt. That is the coolest thing, and what a cool name to have as a Olympian runner. It's awesome. Check the anatomy on this one. Being a certain height. Do you think Thor's a good name for a male goat? Sure, why not? I've never once thought about naming a goat, so I don't have much authority there. But it could be a good name. I don't think it's a problem with naming him Thor. That'd be a sad way to live. All right, I think I need to mess with these proportions a little bit. You know what? Why don't I just take the anatomy chart that I did here. And even the head is... Actually, wait, let me back up. This needs to be... closer to this. There we go. So yeah, belly button's always at 3 heads. Rita says, I also have a Pomeranian puppy named Bolt because he's the champion of running. Oh, that's adorable. That's adorable. I like that his name has meaning and a purpose. Usually we just name people and animals things just because. I think we should go. Very warm in here, so sorry about that. All right. Let's see. Gonna move this over here. Backpack this. Gonna have some speed lines, I guess. Something is up with this particular one right here on the right. I gotta figure out what that is. Love the glow effect on the outfit. Sorry, I don't know his name. Oh, that's okay. Thank you. His name is Javen. These are characters from my comic that I'm making. This is a project called Shadowboxers. And so yeah, they all kind of have glowing clothing. So this is the main character, Javen. This is Salam, which is his older cousin on his mom's side. And then these are his 2 friends. This is Cairo and this is Enzi. And just get comfortable with the process. We're all at once, like the magnum opus, big epic story. I'm like, I need to get my feet wet a little bit. So yeah, that's kind of the reason I'm doing this. Unfortunately, it's taken me a lot longer than I would like, but you know, I'm learning a lot from it. I'm learning a lot. So let's get these eyes here. I don't think his eyebrows really. He's more like, whoa, okay. So I have bigger eyes, and then yeah, this project is like a, how would I describe it? Like a sci-fi fantasy project, urban fantasy, inspired by the likes of Avatar: The Last Airbender, Black Panther, Static Shock, Jak and Daxter, a little bit of Harry Potter thrown in there, not too much because I'm not a huge Harry Potter guy anymore. What else? Spider-Man, of course. Let me see. Oh, Kathy's having issues with the volume. Can you guys hear me all right? You guys on YouTube, I want to make sure you guys can hear me. I haven't touched the mic or anything. I haven't done anything weird to it. I have my volume up kind of high, but can hear that. Wait, Minette, you can hear or you can't hear? Yes, I hear you just fine. Also, that's a hydration check. Oh, yes, you're right, Minette. Thank you. All right, for those new on the stream, every time I mention Spider-Man or Avatar: Last Airbender, I gotta drink some water. That's a hydration check. That's number one. I think I mentioned Avatar. This live is very interesting. Oh, well, thank you. I'm glad that you find it interesting. Yeah, I was trying to stream on both TikTok and YouTube at the same time, and the only way I could do it is have one on my phone and one on my computer. So, yeah. Mallard says I had to leave and come back. It's lagging for me. Oh, man. Yeah, I've been having issues with the lag, guys. So, sorry for those of you on YouTube. Preston says I can hear you loud and clear. Okay, thank you, Preston. That was more my YouTube audience. They said they. All right. What am I doing now? Losing my spot. Whoa, why is it yellow? No. It doesn't look great now, but I promise it will be refined later. That's one thing that I wish I was better at. I wish I could refine the drawings faster. It's a bit of a struggle for me to get it to the. All right, and then let me just see how big he is in the camera. Okay, let's keep this pretty simple. All right, let's see. He's got his brow line. In this new redesign of my character, I've basically made his forehead a little smaller than normal, or not than normal, but I made it a little smaller than it used to be. Parts of the face, the forehead section, then the brow from the bottom of the nose, and then the bottom of the nose to the bottom of the chin, be equidistant, to have it be like perfect thirds. But that can create something kind of boring and repetitive if you're not careful, and so I wanted to just change that up a little bit. So my character now has a smaller forehead, but yeah, because his hair doesn't go straight across, because I also have a widow's peak, so yeah, I had to throw in a little bit of myself in there. Most people call me Yuritsi when it's actually Yuritsa. Yuritsi. Oh, that's a cute nickname though. That's fun. What do you prefer? Do you prefer Yuritsa or Yuritsi for me? Yeah, YouTube just doesn't like me for some weird reason. I don't know what it is. need to get a reference, so let me find. Okay. His eyes are kind of shaped like diamonds. Oh, I'm sorry, TikTok guys. I didn't mean to be drawn off the screen. My bad. Jordan, you always shave off your widow's peak, though. I do. Well, to be fair, that's the barber doing that. I don't do it often. Sometimes I kind of like it. Yuritsa, please, sounds like Cheez-Its. You know, when you're black and you have a widow's peak. I like how Chadwick Boseman did it in Black Panther. He basically had a widow's peak and the curly hair. I was like, what is this pronounced? The whole thing is just like distorted. I hope you guys don't question my artistic ability too much. Oh, I can keep it like this. Would you ever line up your hair like Javen? No. I would basically be going bald if I did that, like just cutting into my hairline. But some people do have this, like I'm just kidding. He wasn't actually born with that. But yeah, have you guys ever seen Jermaine Jackson's hairline? I'm gonna look it up for y'all right now. I'm gonna show you guys. Jermaine Jackson hair. It's one of the first things that has come up. This man. Tell me. Why did this man make this decision? I don't understand. And then what's even crazy all the time, but yo, these guys, man. Because when he was a kid, when he had that big old afro, no, not his kids, my goodness. A normal hairline, you know, it was normal. Even here, back in the 80s, it's normal. But yeah, Jermaine just has a wild look now. Oh yeah, the Shadowboxers website. There you go. You guys want to check it out? Shadow-boxers.com. You can see. I think you should line it up like his. No, Preston. No. I will not be doing that. Yeah, it's a bizarre hairline. I gotta say, it's very strange. All right. Anyway, let's get back to the drawing. Making fun of 60-year-old men should not be. It was not on my bucket list today, but you know, whatever. But honestly, he kind of deserves that. He kind of deserves to be made fun of for his hairline. My thing is, like, if you're gonna resort to that look, like, just go bald, man. It's okay. You don't have to look sexy at 67 years old. It's fine. You've had your heyday. You've had your heyday. It's totally okay. It's right next to my face. All right, and then let's get some more details here. I would say this jacket kind of comes in like this. Definitely have to do another cleanup layer of this, but that's okay. Alright, and then we'll get the hoodie. I need more reference photos of people wearing hoods. It's not something I just think about it all the time to the point where I've memorized its look. Even though I wear hoodies all the time. Well, okay, maybe not as much anymore, because now I live in Texas and it's freaking hot 80% of the time. But in California, you can get away with just about anything. Was he trying to impress people with that? That's hilarious. I can't think of anything. Hey, Christian Zone, what's up, man? Necklace right in the middle of this. Let's see if I cover this up. I mean, he's kind of cross-eyed too. That's part of it. I always struggle getting him to look somewhere specific, but let's see. Sorry, TikTok people. I'm trying to figure it out. I had to zoom out. Play with the eyebrows a little bit. Maybe that'll help. Oh yeah, there we go. That's much better. Just had to lift up those eyebrows a little bit, and then that means if I push up the eyes a little bit more. There we are. That's already better. Give him Zam's apple, and then you gotta have a better connection there for that hood. Alright, then we got, this should be a little bit longer actually. Jacket goes just a little bit. There we go. Let's see. So I look at this. I think I need a little bit more love here on the shoulders. The width is just not right yet. And then the backpack. Let's see if he's throwing the backpack. It's probably going to be upside down. So wait, if I'm trying to think of how a backpack would look if I threw it. Never pay attention to this sort of stuff. These are the life things that you have to suddenly think about when you need to draw it. Some of that stuff just doesn't make sense. Unless you have a wife who's willing to hold up a backpack in front of you in the middle of your stream to help you out. Thank you. Turn it this way. No, the other way. Left hand down. Trying to direct. Okay, hold it just like that. Thank you. I gotta restart this now. life hack: have a spouse who supports you in your indie comics. It's a great little piece of life advice for you all. Alright, here we go. Get the design on here, so maybe one of these days I'll do like a coloring stream and we can just color all the inks or something, because I think that's when the comic's really gonna start singing. It's just like Emperor's New Groove. You guys remember that? Where Pacha said the hills sing when the sun hits the mountain just right. Anyone remember that? That's where he does that meme where he's like holding up, he's going like this. He's going like this. If y'all don't know Emperor's New Groove, y'all need to get with it. Movie's a classic. Thank you, Kathy. I thought it was an amazing reference too. Let's see. These hills sing. Yes, Manette, they do. These hills sing. Yuritsa says, your wife is precious. She is. She is the most precious. Thank you. I'll be sure to let her know. Well, although she's in the room right now, so I'm sure she found out already. Let's see. Not looking too bad. Let me just make sure the text. All right, the text will fit. The text will definitely fit. I could probably even make Javen bigger if I wanted to. Let me see. Yeah. Can make him a little, actually a lot bigger. But let me double check this, because based on how this horizon line be, I need to make sure it'll work. Sorry, TikTok folks. I keep zooming in too much. This is how I draw naturally. I'm streaming live on YouTube right now, and it's all widescreen. So to judge, and they're seeing my whole screen too. So to judge how much you guys can see, even though the phone is literally right in front of me, is a different animal. Javen looks absolutely gobsmacked. Good. That's exactly what I want. I want him to look gobsmacked. Gobsmacked and everlasting gobstoppers. Alright, let's get Enzi back here. Let's make sure it's gonna look alright. Would he be looking at the bag or Enzi? That's a good point. He should be looking at the bag. I'm gonna have to do this without you seeing clearly. There we go. Now he's looking at the bag pretty clearly, I would say. YouTube needed some wins. What do you mean YouTube needed some wins? I don't know what that means.
TikTok has been better for all the other stuff.
Oh, I guess so. I'll have to go in and fix up his face a little bit. There's a couple things I need to change up. Right now, let's focus on Enzi. He really needs. This ear is also too low. I'm gonna fix that on this level. Let me sketch here. Okay, he's got a pretty thin neck. So, but it's still round. I always gotta remember he doesn't have really prominent trapezius muscles. Make sure we get this hand right. One little trick for drawing hands, you can kind of connect the middle and middle and ring fingers together like that. Changes up the shape a little bit and makes it easier, especially when you're not, like, the main focus of the drawing is, or the panel is not his hand. So yeah. Toasty Shrimp is on. What is up, homie? How are you? I was wondering if you were going to be able to make it. So it turns out, for the YouTube folks, the reason the stream was having issues was because last week, or last Sunday, was because I was trying to stream on TikTok and YouTube at the same time, and I didn't think to myself, just stream on TikTok on your phone. So, which is what I'm doing now. So yeah, the whole issue could have been avoided, but it is what it is. Just finished my workout. Oh, nice. Backpack looks good. Thank you. Yeah, we are getting on with this panel where Enzi is tossing the backpack to Javen. Ooh, the labor of having to go back over lines. Comics are not for the weak. Yeah, tell me about it. I don't know how mangaka are able to do this. I really don't. Because they have to churn out so much in such a short amount of time, and like they have it so bad they're literally not surviving. And I'm not even referring to work, like their lives are at risk. Like, this is insane. I will not be putting myself in that kind of danger, though. Don't y'all worry. I will not allow myself to purposely die over this project.
Do you feel like Envy's pose needs to be more like followed through.
Like up. Yeah, this is. I'm not really sure. Maybe.
It just feels like it's like Jeju in his backpack and Envy's hand. It's like very. It feels very like regular.
Let's see. This was a challenging decision. Maybe something like this, I guess. For those of you who couldn't hear, Kathy was trying to give a suggestion. And it's a good suggestion too. I'm not trying to take anything away. Let's see. Does this feel better? Malwich says, I draw cartoony and it still takes a lot of work. I'll pray for you. Thank you. I will take all the prayers. I will take all the prayers. Prayers are nice. Did it myself a couple times today. So, yeah.
You need a reference?
I might need a reference later. We'll do it after the stream. So Enzy's backpack is kind of like this. Wait, I have the backpack file right here. Let's see. Yeah, this is it. It's got one of those zippers like this. Oh snap, Yasha has entered the building. Yasha's my cat, for those who don't know. One of the two cats, one of the two troublemakers. But they're troublemakers in different ways. Like the other day, both cats snuck out of the house while we were sleeping, and my wife looked out the window and was like, "It's Hina!" And I guess she said it so loud that Hina heard her and came back into the house, which is so bizarre. She didn't call her or anything. She just said her name. And yeah, so that happened. The other one, Yasha, on the other hand, he just took his sweet time coming back home. He only came back because of food, which makes me question his loyalty, but you know, it's fine. It's fine. We still love him. We still love him. While you were sleeping? Yeah, I won't say exactly how, but there was an opening, I'll say that. He wouldn't last in the wild. He would not. Yasha would last about as long as Wile E. Coyote when he when he's trying to but I don't want to say exactly. It's there was an opening. I'll just say that. Getting closer. Strong's getting closer. But yeah, we lost Yasha for hours though. we had no idea where he was. We searched and it just rained, and so we were stepping in mud and everything, and it was I don't know.
You had to go through the forest.
Oh yeah, I had to go through the forest like I was Indiana Jones or something. I had to put on like my jacket and like a couple jackets, and just to prevent myself from getting pricked by thorns off of this doggone cat who came when he saw snacks at our patio. He was like, "Yum, snacks," and then he ate them all up, and then he just sat there waiting on something. I don't know what it was he was waiting on, but thankfully I just happened to be by the door and I was able to let him in. But yeah, two little door dashers. Yeah, that is what they do. They are little door dashers. Little door dashers. All right, let's see. His hairline is gonna be like that. Oh, I know what the issue with this is. His ear is too far back. It's been bugging me this whole time, but I couldn't place my finger on it. Yes, that's better. Yes. I might have to lower this character because his hair is going to create a tangent. Well, actually, you know what? No, I'll just cheat it. His hair is a little bit bigger than normal. There we go. That's how we're going to do that. And that's why Yasha has an air tag now. Yes, Yasha has an air tag. Oh, yeah, that was the other thing. The reason we couldn't find him was because the little... It wasn't an air tag. What was it? The beeper?
Little tracker.
The tracker, it said it had low battery when we needed it the most. Reminds me of someone else who disappeared when we needed them the most. Aang. Alright, that's another hydration check right there. Alright. I think that's getting closer. There's still something wrong with this, but can't quite figure it out. The Airbender, the AirTag, all disappearing. SMH. Yep. I don't know what's up with the air element lately. I wonder how confused people are who are not watching on both TikTok and YouTube at the same time, because I'm getting different comments in different places. I don't know if that's a normal thing or not. This area is bugging me so much. You know what? Let's just make his head smaller. Yeah, here we go. Here we go. So I'm not gonna keep this one. And this layer, there's nothing on it. I'm just cleaning up my layers, guys. This one is important. These aren't really needed anymore. That's not needed. That. There we go. One of my cats knocked my AirPods off the counter and played hockey with the case while the dog was chewing up the earbuds. I almost went crazy. I would too. AirPods are like $200. Oh my gosh. I would be so mad. I wouldn't even know who to be more mad at. That sucks, bro. That sucks. Man, you poor guy. So this is not working as well as I thought it was going to. perspective wise. So I need to enlarge Javen a bit. Plus he's a little taller. That'll work. I think this will work. I can even move him over just a little bit. And then, oh yeah, I want to rotate just a tiny Dutch angle, ever so slight. All right. Oh snap, we got a Yasha sighting. You guys saw the chair rotate. Sorry TikTok folks, this is more for the YouTube crowd because I don't have a camera set up for there. But we got Yasha. Y'all see him? Y'all see Yasha on the YouTubes. And he's in Kathy's chair now. Oh, okay, he left. Alright, well, that's still a hydration check. Maybe he heard that snacks were available or something. I don't know. Preston said I was taking care of Daniel's dog one time and he chewed my phone charger in half. Oh, that sucks. You're talking about Zoe? Zoe was a girl. Oops. Sorry, bud. Someone joined the live by accident. That was awkward. Someone just joined on TikTok. I was like, I don't know who you are. I hope you're good though. All right, let me. Okay, let me get the roof straight. It's gonna look something like that. And then there'll be other buildings. We will fix this later. I'll worry about that another time. Oh, Megan, I gotta show you the Feather app real quick. Oh, dang, it's almost 9 o'clock. It's about time to wrap up the stream in a minute. Megan, I gotta show you something. I told you and Bernice about the app already, and I showed it twice on the stream so everyone else knows about it. But I made a little model for the it'll be easier for me to kind of figure out the perspective and everything, and it is so useful. This is the same app I showed you, the Feather app. It's so sick. And look at this. I got the sequence going so that it'll play different spots of for the panels. It is the coolest thing ever. I did who was that? I didn't know you can join. I want to join. That was actually an accident, Preston. I wasn't trying to invite anyone. Yeah, I'm not gonna have anyone joining though. At least not on purpose. So sorry about that. But yeah, will your cats have cameos in the comic? That's a good question. I think we talked about that one time. They probably will have some sort of cameo. I think they will. But I don't know how that's going to occur or when. Kathy says they better. Okay, so the answer is yes. My wife says yes. They have to have cameos now. Neon fur maybe. Ooh, that would be kind of cool actually. But anyway, it is about that time to wrap up the stream. So show you guys what we worked on today. It was really just this one page. But we made some good progress. We finished up Javen over here, and we did this. So it's going well so far. Megan says could be interesting. Are you referring to the Neon Fur Cats? They can make friends with Chef Fufu and Pork Chop. Kathy says I love it. It's canon. Dang, I didn't even get a chance to read it, and it's already canon according to my wife. All right, that's fine. Anyway, guys, TikTok, see you later. I'm heading out. Thank you for joining. All right. Anyway, yeah, that was a lot. I had to have my phone like right here in front of my face while streaming in order to make it work. But anyway, guys, I appreciate you all for jumping onto the live stream. I am again apologize for the issues that occurred not only on last Sunday, but even today. I had to restart the live stream because we had issues. So yeah, as Kathy said, thank y'all for stopping by, and I will see you on Sunday, assuming all goes well. Take care, y'all. Peace.